Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Kisha Key. Make sure y'all tune into the Kisha Key Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on 7 Mile Radio. To donate to the show, purchase merchandise, check out old episodes, or register your business to be a sponsor for the Kisha Key Show, visit 7mileradio.com/Kisha Key. What up, though? It's your one and only girl, Kisha Key. No. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the Kisha Key Show. It's your one and only girl, Kisha Key. I've been gone for a little minute, but I missed y'all. I hope y'all are okay and staying safe, as that is the name of the show of today. And it's very hot outside. So hello, everybody that's coming on in. Chime on in. Hello to Marcus.
How are you doing, Keisha?
I am doing splendid.
You are doing splendid. You are looking splendid as usual.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate me.
Yes.
Y'all. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Share. Invite a friend. Yeah, y'all, it's been a little minute, but I'm back in full effect. I hope y'all enjoyed the commercial at the beginning of the show. Pretty dope, ain't it?
Yeah, you're the first person to have a commercial created for your show
Yeah.
in this pandemical generation of 7 Mile Radio.
I'm so honored. Thank you so
Lead
much.
by example. So now everybody's going to say, Mark, well, I don't have a commercial because you ain't come over here and make one.
No, anybody don't say that. Y'all don't think like that. You know
No,
what
man,
I'm saying?
we are family. But see, this way
Yeah.
everybody gonna have them. You know what I mean? That's what we
Yeah,
do. We
it's all
start to
good.
advertise each other on each other's shows and then post them on Facebook and YouTube and all of that type
Facts.
of stuff.
Yes.
Get people in the know, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
about when and where the show is and stuff like that.
Absolutely, y'all. So, yeah. So the commercial, I had a grand time recording it. Y'all.
I'll wait till they see the blooper version. I haven't
Oh,
compiled the blooper.
oh, it's gonna be foolishness.
Nothing but foolishness on the blooper reel.
As always, y'all. I just love to laugh. Laughter and love is my motto.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
your show's about.
That's what it's all about, y'all. So, yes. Mark, how art thou?
I am great. Other than this scorching heat that we have out here. The news van is a hot box. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, yeah, you turn the air on, it's still like, you know what? Just roll the fucking windows down. Because, I mean, roll the dang on windows down.
Facts.
So, yeah, because it's just hot, man. It's too hot.
Yeah, it is. It's very hot outside out there. Like, I went outside on my lunch break, and I was like, oh, my God, this is, ooh.
It's the humidity, man. It's the stickiness. It's that when you walk out the house or wherever you at from the AC, it's just like that wall of heat, like poof. You just hit the wall, poof, like
But it
whoa.
actually wasn't too bad, though, because when I lived in Montgomery, it was worse than this.
Well, I guess considering what we've,
Been.
our track record of weather, what we've been, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I know that. I mean, we've had worse than this here in the city, but then
Facts.
down south,
Yeah.
it's like the dry,
It's a dry heat.
snapping heat.
It's ridiculous. It is. Yes, it is. It's very ridiculous. When I used to live down there, y'all, I went to Alabama State University, and it was hot. So shout out Hornets. It was very hot, and I remember I would just be soaking wet coming from class. So, yeah, y'all, like, just get prepared, because I would rather take the heat over the rain, over the winter, over the ice, the slippery roads.
I'd rather take
the
our weather over it, because we get a little piece of all of the stuff that we like about the other states is the warm weather. We
Facts.
get pieces of that. We in it right now, right?
Yeah.
But in every other part of the country, the weather will literally kill you. Earthquakes, okay?
Facts.
Hurricanes, tornadoes, right?
You don't have that.
The weather will kill you in every other part of the country.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm cool right here in Michigan.
Thank you. Right. Nah.
And I think we probably in the best place in the world because, right? Okay, you contrast that about the country. Now, contrast this country versus the rest of the world now. Mm-hmm. Where their laws is like, you steal something, you get your hand chopped off.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So we probably in the best place. Detroit, Michigan is the best place in the world.
Right.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean, besides the hood babies. Hood babies,
But see, we gonna have.
hood
But see,
babies.
would you rather deal with the Detroit hood babies or the Iraqi hood babies?
I would definitely deal with the
It's-
Detroiters.
Alrighty, that's my point.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have hood babies wherever we go.
That's true.
How about the Israeli hood babies?
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. See where we're going? All right then. All right. You want to deal with the Russian hood babies?
No.
Alrighty.
I sure
Okay.
don't.
Alrighty.
Don't.
Stay over here in Detroit where we can handle our hood babies.
We can. We could definitely handle our hood babies. But you know what? To be honest with you, you know how back in the day we used to see a lot of. I hate to call them this, but I want to say fiends outside the gas station. I don't see that a lot. I
Well,
have not been
mean,
seeing that a lot in Detroit.
Well, part of the reason that I would say I would probably
I have not.
got to give attributes to the green light projects to
Okay.
keep the cameras on
Yeah.
certain situations and people. This activity is going on outside of certain
Mm-hmm.
places, and then I'll go ahead and say it. DPD has really stepped up the game.
Yeah, they have stepped up.
in the last 5 years.
Yeah, awesome
man.
job. Big shout
Yeah.
out to DPD.
They ain't
Yeah.
playing around
Awesome
with
job.
you.
They are not
They
playing.
ain't playing with you.
They are not playing. They're not
Yeah.
playing to the point where you can get pulled over and you drive your car right up into the driveway
Oh, man,
after
come
being
on,
pulled
you know
over.
what?
That's what took place earlier. I was pulling up, getting ready to go in the studio, and the police had pulled over this truck. And they sat there, had the people pop their trunk and everything. And them people, I'm thinking they about to turn the corner, and them people then drove right on up into
They
their
just made a left. Like, oh, you home? You was at home? Huh.
Yes. Yo, hey, cousin Yo.
Cousin Yo-Yo.
Hey,
is
cousin
in the
Yo-Yo,
building.
how are you?
So yeah, that just lets you know
bless you, bless
DPD
you.
will pull you over on your porch.
Yeah, because when they drove up, I was just like, nah. How do you explain that? Yeah, now.
Yeah, they pull up on you.
Yeah, I ran that stop sign because I was trying to get to the house. My house is actually right there. How do you explain that?
Man, I mean, you just did. You can't get no better than that after that point.
Hey,
Shit.
Iris. Hello, boo. Hey, cousin Yo-Yo. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into my show. So, yeah, we just getting started. I miss you all. I'm so happy to check in with you guys.
And hopefully you are staying safe.
And
out there.
hopefully everybody is staying safe, and I'm staying safe, and everybody is being careful because, first and foremost, this morning, the road rage, just to kind of top off, this topic of staying safe, I was driving into work, and this girl was going in between lanes and almost hit the back of me, and then she pulled up on the side of me and was like, oh, you want to fight? And I'm thinking, like, I got
Today?
to clock, yes, this morning. And I'm like, I always got hands up to 85. But I got to get to work. And I'm just like, I'm not about to fight you. You might have to lay down. What Benny Siegel say? Get down or lay down. And if you lay down, you going to stay down. You remember that? Am I by
do
myself?
remember that.
No, but on the serious note, I wasn't going to do nothing to that young lady. But I was just more so disturbed that she drove up on the side of me talking about, you must want to fight. And I was just bewildered at the mental state of people with the road rage. It's almost like you really don't need to blow your horn out here because they get crazy, and then you have to always have like your hand on your gun ready because people be ready to shoot, and it's really bad. So like the topic of my show is staying safe, y'all, and I really do hope that y'all are staying safe out there with the heat, with the road rage that I'm just telling y'all about, with the construction, with the gas prices, all of it is entailed.
I just had a witness, I'll say, an incident of road rage when I visited Walmart to go draws
Really?
shopping earlier. I was just about to go live, and it was like an old man, and you probably heard it though in the beginning of the video. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it was an old man, like, I'm parking and then the car in front of me, in the lane behind the car and parked in front of me. So it was two cars trying to, I guess, racing for a parking spot.
Wow.
And one made a wide turn, and the other one zoomed up on the inside trying to cut in. And the old man just lost his mind. What the hell are you going on? You need to learn how to drive. What the hell? He just go, what the hell? He was just what the hell into the death. And I'm like, yeah,
This
it's
the one
about
on
to be a
12
fight.
Mile?
Yep.
Listen, it is always something going on. For the people that are watching that are not in Detroit, we have a specific Walmart.
Oh, no, there's two of them. The one on Gratiot is no better. The one on Gratiot might be even, but then I hear the one in Dearborn is the capital of it all.
Really?
Yeah,
Dearborn?
Dearborn.
I ain't never been to that one.
Yeah.
I have never been to that one, excuse me.
It's either Dearborn or, I think it is Dearborn. I said Dearborn or Livonia, but I think it's Dearborn.
Because the one that's on
most ghetto
14
from
Mile
them
is
all.
pretty copacetic, pretty smooth sailing. People get in and get out.
Yeah, but the
one on
12
14
mile, yeah.
But that 12 mile
12
one,
mile, yeah. That's
they'll try to hit you on purpose up there and everything.
12 mile one and the
Yep.
Gratiot one on, what is it? It might be 10 mile in Gratiot or something like that, 11 mile, 12 mile. But Gratiot,
The Gratiot one.
And the
with
first
the Outback,
Van Dyke one.
the Outback
Yeah.
Steakhouse. Yeah, y'all, it's
they crazy
bad.
up there. They crazy.
Yeah, Iris, girl, the road rage is like none other. Like, it's
Dave.
bad.
Stewart on YouTube. What's happening, Dave Stewart?
Hey, Dave, how are you? Hi. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, y'all, so we're going to kick off this show talking about a couple of things. We got some things to talk about.
What are we talking about?
We're going to first start off with the Woodward in the Somerset Mall.
Oh, damn. The Woodward. What is the Woodward?
It is a locally known LGBTQ bar. I was actually invited there a few times, but I could not make it due to having to work at the time. And I know that if I'm not mistaken, they will have karaoke. Excuse me if that's not the case, but I sometimes get my bars mixed up. But they just had a recent fire, and I see people on social media talking about a lot of memories there, and they are devastated.
So we like burned to the ground.
Yeah. Not to the ground, but enough to where you can see up in the sky. It's toe up.
Oh, well, yeah. So it's
Yeah,
like
it's pretty much done. It's
would
going
have
to take a little
They
little
would have to
while.
remodel the whole thing. It's not going to be the same
Yeah.
place if they bring it back.
Yeah,
basically.
it's not. They probably won't. But see, I wanted to get into that. Like, I mean, I haven't seen anything on what happened because then shortly right after the Woodward went up, the Somerset Mall caught on fire.
What the hell?
And I'm trying to still find a couple of things, a little bit more
Is it
information.
insurance job season right now?
Okay, so that I was going to get off into that because I just think it's ironic.
I think it's insurance job season.
Do you think so? With the Woodward, what more so with the Somerset?
Who knows? I
Who
mean, I ain't gonna throw
knows?
nothing out there. I don't know because I know exactly how it started and what happened, but
Yeah.
it just. I mean, it's a lot of. The thing about it is, you see a lot of patterns in the type of news stories that happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
Just like you see an insurgence of flipped over cars right now for
Yes,
some damn reason.
yes. A friend of mine, she had inboxed me. I didn't put the story up because I was just kind of trying to hit on some of the big things. But that was kind of like a big thing. But there was a crash on I-75, the tank. Did you kind of see that a little bit?
The tank.
It was a tank flipped over.
Wow.
And it was also a couple of vehicles, which I seen a couple of. That's what I'm saying.
I
What
mean, I
is
seen
happening?
It was on Woodward when I seen a work truck that had flipped over and
Yeah.
ran into a building, and we went live
Really?
right here. Yeah, the video's on the semi-radio
Okay,
page.
I have to go back and check into that. I
Yeah.
have to go back and check into that because I'm just thinking like, what is going on? Like, is it the people are losing their minds while driving and trying to pass one another up and tearing up their vehicles? Because I've seen it today like about
Whoa.
3 different stories.
Holy smokes.
What's that?
So while we're talking about accidents, remember I just told you my friend sent me a picture or was talking about her son's car?
Yes.
So her son's car is actually on I-75 pinned up against the rail and a gas liner, a gas truck.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the video right now.
Yeah, we can actually roll it if
me
you
see if
want
I
to.
can play
Yeah,
this video.
because
See?
between I-696 and this freeway here, I mean the pileups. Come
One of us
on.
stopped him earlier today.
Ridiculous.
Stopped by a group and that-
Y'all check it out.
Said he was a good kid, but no.
Oh,
He's fine.
now how in the world did
I guess
that?
one of us stopped him
He's
earlier
alive.
today.
She said he's
Yeah,
alive.
stopped by a
Praise
group
God
and
that he's alive and
Said he was
well.
a good kid, but
Yeah.
no.
'Cause, that's a crazy situation right there.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Stay safe. Because my thing is, what happened? How did that happen?
I would have to. Let me see.
I'm
ask
thinking
her.
like somebody tried to pass up this tank. Or the tank tried to
This is my
merge.
son's car. He was involved in that accident today, but God, he's still alive. No broken, not even broken
Hi,
bones.
Taste. Hi.
Not even any broken bones.
He lived to tell his story.
And that happened today.
Yep, and that's the same one that I couldn't really think. Okay, yeah, that's the same one my friend sent me. Accidents after accidents.
Man.
But it's just like there's no patience at all. There's no patience with one another. There's no patience when you're driving. There's no patience with even at the gas tank. People getting upset. You sitting there.
Man, I've seen people fighting. I've seen like 2 videos of people fighting at the gas station. I don't know if it was over a pump or the prices or just, road rage. They met up right there. But yeah, I'm seeing a pattern of the same type of stories over and over again, whether it be a flipped over car. We got the fires at the buildings. There was a couple of other fires too, besides the Somerset and the Woodward.
Really?
But yeah, it was and there was another story that was
Thank you, Taste.
sad
Missed
to me,
you.
where there was 2 kids that was found unresponsive in a house on the west side, I believe it was.
Oh man.
And I can't remember exactly what the whole story was, but how about that case? But in the last couple of days, ever since it's been warmed up, man, it's just been crazy.
But I said a couple of shows ago about how it's better to be inside than outside this year. Like if we decide to go out and engage with our friends, it needs to be at a more sophisticated. Well, I
Personal,
can't even say
intimate,
that.
A more intimate setting as opposed to just all out,
right.
Just any and everybody. And that's the reason why I try to, like even with the traffic jam, how I structured it with you having to buy merchandise off the website to get a ticket. Or you having to buy a ticket online, and I'm not taking admission at the door because especially in in the neighborhoods in our community, right? People see a party going on. A lot of times they it's a party. We're just gonna come in,
right? And
we don't know who you are. You don't know. And with my events, like we're always a reason. It's a theme for us. It's a reason for us to be there. You don't know what's going on, and it's not really open for you to come and find out what's going on.
That's right.
Because you just come in the party, you find out, try to mix and mingle, and whatever it is, it's like you don't fit into what it is.
You don't fit into what we're trying to do.
I'm really more interested in organizing more personal, intimate events now. Now I don't mean intimate like
more
sexual, but just more, more, just more, people, a crowd of people that know each other, and all have similar interests and shit, for being there, as opposed to there's a party, everybody just come and get drunk, and whoever you want to bring, bring whoever. Nah, this is not, because that's that invites the kind of environment where you have people that, do the type of stuff that we don't need at parties.
Exactly, and then you end up getting tossed out and whatnot.
Tossed out, whatever.
See,
it prevents you from hiding your hand.
I'm so
That's
glad
an inside
you okay.
joke, y'all don't.
Yeah. You're so silly. Yes, Taste. Yes, girl. Yeah, but no, like on a serious note though, like you really have to frequent places that actually have a strong security team, because people, like you said, it's getting hot outside. The people be off the drinks and they don't know how to act times 2 lately.
And we got people, right, that just last year before last, everybody was balling, right?
Everybody
was throwing money around,
you know what I mean? And
all
that.
And now it ain't really like that, right?
Yes.
Gas is $20 a gallon.
Literally.
A carton of eggs is $10.
About $10.
Like with everything they getting all of that money back now, and a lot of people hadn't came up with no creative ways to generate money in them times where it was flowing like that. To keep sustaining themselves. So now we got people that is even more on the edge than ever. On top of how they already act every summer.
Right, and it's just like this, you know what I'm saying? Just take your wins with your losses, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave us that money to take care of business, and now they want their money back. So we can't really fuss about gas because you got to get from A to Z, A to B. So when you go to the gas station and you put $10 in there and you get 10 gallons, not 10 gallons, so sorry. 2 gallons, maybe even 1.5 if it's $5 and some change.
Half a gallon of water in that
You know, it is upsetting, but a lot of people are very upset. Like this one story we got this guy here. He blessed the people for a little while.
Who we talking about?
This guy in California, he was a manager at a gas station. Since we're on gas,
Oh,
and he blessed the people with 69-cent gas.
Man, that's worth going all the
California.
way to Cali
That is definitely worth.
at this point.
Yeah, and putting
So what
literally
happened to
filling
him?
up on him. He got fired.
You got the video?
Yeah, we got
do
the
got the
video.
video.
We can roll the video,
We gonna
y'all.
roll the
It'll be
video.
a blessing just to take a look at it. I know we can't do nothing with it, but let's take a look at it and see what's going on with
The
it.
gas station
You know what
manager
it
who
used to be.
misplaced a decimal point, pricing premium gas for just 69 cents a gallon, got the axe. We first told you about this on Friday. The manager accidentally moved the decimal point to the wrong spot. Hundreds of drivers ended up getting the cheap gas before that mistake was discovered, and it cost the gas station $16,000.
And I put all three prices on there, except the diesel. But the last one kind of didn't go. So I just took responsibility for it, and I said, yeah, it's my fault.
That fired manager now says he's worried about getting sued by the gas station.
That man is a hero.
That man is a hero. Somebody give that man a raise.
Please get that man a raise.
You know, fire that man. Give him a raise. That's what you do.
$16,000.
You make him franchise owner.
Bless you, brother.
You give him a gas station.
Yeah.
Let him own a franchise.
Yeah, you don't
That's
fire
what you do.
him.
You don't fire that man.
Somebody cost you $16,000. We bless the people. Well, he blessed
That
the
was
people.
$16,000 in stimulus money that you got back from the community.
Gas prices. What are your thoughts on it? I don't think we'll ever go back. Well, I ain't gonna say that now.
You know what? No, we'll go back when the war in Ukraine
Wrong.
ends, because that's what happens
you.
when we have war. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
the
For one
gas-
thing,
yeah.
the gas jumps up.
The
You know what I
gas
mean?
does jump up.
So that's one reason why.
Mm-hmm.
But that is another reason why the cost of a lot of things has skyrocketed as well,
Skyrocketed.
is because of the war in Ukraine. I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
area of the world supplies a lot of things that we need, such as
Mm-hmm.
wheat and cotton. A lot of things will come from over there. Well, I'm not sure about the cotton, but I know wheat for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and several other things that I can't recall right now.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, you know what I mean, with there, it puts a strain on, you know, the other parts of the world that gets their oil from Russia. You know what I mean? And now they have to go up on their prices for certain things. It's you know, when you have a war, it just strains the world pretty much. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what it feels
That's what's
like.
going on.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. But
Then this is the first time I believe in our, well, I ain't gonna say I believe, I know in our lifetime that we had a war and a pandemic going on at the same time.
at the same
Because
time,
it's not over. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still, they're relaxing things to the point where we're able to do things almost as normal as we was before the pandemic. But I mean, I just had a real good friend of mine who lives maybe 2-3 blocks from here, and her sister just passed away the day before yesterday from COVID. So you know what I mean,
My
it's
condolences.
still real out here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but the whole mask thing, you know, do you think that they should require us to wear masks again?
I don't know if the mask actually helps
gonna
to
help
stop
the
or help
situation.
you know what I mean, prevent
Yeah.
the spread of it. Some people may say that it's common sense that it does because it's just stopping the. But the thing about it is, if you know how the human body works, you understand that the deprivation, the depriving, not deprivation, but depriving the body of oxygen, you know, could also make you sick. You know what I mean? We're supposed to breathe in oxygen, and that mask is helping us to prevent us to breathe it. So now we're
Yes.
breathing out the carbon dioxide, and we're breathing back in a lot of that carbon dioxide, which is not the right gas that we're supposed to be breathing. So it lowers our immune system and makes us more susceptible to sicknesses. And you know what I mean? So some cases, like even with the kids, a lot of people, I'm gonna say a lot of people, but I believe there was a story that came out that suggested that that's why some of the kids were catching illnesses or being diagnosed with
Yeah.
COVID. I won't say catching COVID. I'll say being diagnosed with COVID because they were becoming ill from wearing the mask,
Wearing
and
the
being
mask
deprived
and
of
not
oxygen.
being deprived
and
of
now they go to
oxygen.
the hospital and get diagnosed. What kind of cold do I have? What kind of sickness? And now they're
Yep.
going to mark it off as COVID just because they get the insurance money, you know, from
Facts.
every COVID diagnosis. Because you know they get $13,000 for everybody that they diagnose with COVID, right?
What?
They get $48,000 for everybody that they put on a ventilator. So it's a money grab. It's a money, yeah. So
Well,
there's
it
a lot
looks
of
like I need to be doing some homework then. I didn't know
there's
that.
a lot of falsified
Allergies.
claims. There's a lot of falsified COVID claims just for the sake of
The
you know,
money.
the money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you what, gas prices going up, fast food menu going up. It used to be
But you know
$20
what?
at the door. Now
It's not even that these things are getting more expensive, right? It's because another reason why things are going up. And my brother Emmett on the Black Wealth podcast every Thursday morning broke this down to us. But it was basically, long story short, the more money that they pump into the economy, the least value that dollar has. So it's not that the cost of gas is going up. It's not that the cost of milk is going up. The value of the dollar that we're using to purchase these things is going down. Because we have more money being pumped into it, and right, the money is based off of what? The gold, right? It's backed by the gold, and we know. So all you're doing is just pumping more money. So you're decreasing the value of that dollar because it's based off how much gold we have in circulation. So if you have more money, and it's decreasing the value of that dollar, that means that the cost of the things you have to spend more of that paper to get these things, which is what we in right now. So it's going to get to the point where, and he explained it to where you're going to see paper dollars out here in the street because it's not going to be worth nothing. We're going to get back to exchanging like silver and bartering goods and services and things that actually have value to each other. Like this paper dollar value system is going to be, no more.
that boy good. He know his stuff.
I mean,
That boy-
I'm just, talking.
No, that's facts.
Yeah,
I love that.
It is.
I absolutely welcome that. I'm definitely open to more knowledge of this stuff because I'm just like, everything is
shout
inflating.
out to Brother Emmett, man. He be breaking a lot of
Shout
shit
out.
down on the Revolutionary Black Wealth podcast on 7 Mile Radio every Thursday morning.
Bless
at
you,
11.
brother. Gotta check him out. We see during the lunchtime.
Yeah.
But the dollars aren't increasing. No pay raise and everything. The struggle is kind of real with this gas.
They're separating. I mean, they're eliminating the middle class. They either want you to be wealthy or poor and working for working. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So that's pretty much what it is, and we're struggling now to climb to the higher tax bracket. We're in that bracket that they're trying to eliminate. That's why we feel the strain.
I haven't thought about it like
we're
that.
trying to stay afloat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are.
And they're trying to strangle us out of it. They want us to. That's like the food shortage that's about to come. You know what I mean? They want us to be able to. No, they want us to panic. They want us to.
They do. I can sense that.
And take ourselves out. They want to cause civil unrest to the point where we don't know where we're getting our next meal from. We don't know where we're getting our next dollar from. You know what I mean? So now we're gonna turn on ourselves, turn on each other, and start.
Starting with little things like, well, not little. I wouldn't say little, but like the chicken shortage and the food shortage and everything. They are
baby
trying
formula
to
shortage,
basically, baby formula, which is just crazy. They're like trying to force that fear upon us. They are. But I'm not moved by that. You just have to have faith, man, to keep going. You cannot
learn how to be self-sufficient. The thing about it is, what's scary for a lot of people is because we have all been so conditioned and dependent on this system that we don't know what the hell to do if it was to collapse. We don't know what we would do if we didn't have the grocery store to go to, if we didn't have the cell phone to pick up. You know what I'm saying?
If we didn't have those two,
if we didn't have the car to get in, you know what I mean? A lot of things. It's like we wouldn't know how to survive. So that's what a lot of people are scared of detaching from and scared of trying to.
Hopefully
build
during
something
the
to sustain life off of.
Right, but during the 2020 pandemic, that was a very, very important time to start implementing ways to survive because everybody was housed, nobody was going out. Gas was like $1 and some change. I was filling up of $20. That would have been the time to be more self-sufficient during that time for sure.
Yeah, the beginning part of when they was pumping the money in it was that first year it was about being smart and strategically coming up with ways to sustain your lifestyle without or your livelihood. I ain't gonna say so much of your lifestyle, but your livelihood without having to depend on that system for resources.
Yes.
And if you look like COVID, kind of is resetting. This is another thing that not only Emmett but our brother Judah on the Hidden Hand podcast talk about. It's like we're trying to. It's almost like COVID is forcing people into a reset to where it's getting us back to where we wanted to be. And all of the things that we didn't like is forcing us to get away from those things. We don't like our jobs, right? So come up with your own job, come up with your
Right.
own, business. We don't like the schooling systems, you know what I'm saying? With our schools case, so homeschool your kids, you know what I mean? We don't like the food, the fast food. Everybody halfway going vegan and doing all these other things. Okay, well, grow your own food. So it's like the food shortages, the baby formula shortages. Okay, breastfeed your kids at home. You know what I mean? Stop depending on. So it's almost like the universe, if you will, or God forcing us to go back to the ways of not depending on this system that we've been so accustomed to where we are in the palm of His hand, and if it shuts down, then we gone with it.
Yeah, we're going
So,
with it. Yeah. Being strategic, being focused,
maybe this
coming up with a
end,
plan.
this end of the world stuff that we were seeing maybe the last 20 years, 15 years, whatnot, with the Mayan calendar and all of that. Maybe it was just the end of this system that was coming to the end. It wasn't the world itself that was just going to blow up and it's going to be the end of it. It's just this system that the world has operated off of for so long is coming to an end, and it's about to be a
like that.
new
I like that.
way of operation in the world. You know what I mean?
I agree. You can feel it though. You can feel the shift in the
shift of something, yeah.
atmosphere. You can feel it, and it's not necessarily like a negative shift though. It's like this. You need to prepare for what's to come.
Yeah, preparing. It's
Yeah.
a season of preparing.
It's
you know what I mean?
like a transitional season in the atmosphere where it's like I think that we're really starting to slowly but surely understand. How can I put it? Like what needs to be done to survive, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the universe is
Yeah.
forcing us to go to a place where we
Yeah.
understand what's actually necessary, what's needed
What's
as opposed to what's
necessary,
wanted.
needed.
I mean, even right now, what's more important? I mean, on this day right now in Detroit, this is the hottest day of the year, right? So what's needed versus what's important? Gas being as high as it is it more important for you to get there or to be cool? I bet you there's a lot of people not using their air conditioning right now just for the sake of saving gas.
Saving
not because
gas.
not because they don't have the money, but it's just like you're factoring in what's important versus what's not. I'd
Right.
rather have this gas to get
To
places
get
that I
places
need to go.
than to sit up and and
To have the
buying fans and
luxury
carrying
of
on.
being cool. I can roll
Yeah.
the window down
Yeah.
and be fine. That's
Yeah.
what some people. I mean, a lot of people still use the AC, but just
Yeah.
in theory, you see what I'm saying? Like that's,
That's
where
good.
we're being how we're being forced to think now of
That's good.
being resourceful as opposed to wasteful.
Yep, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with what you're
Isa
saying.
says, "Do y'all remember this show called Revolution? It was a series talking about the talking
Series
about the
talking
black
about the
power
power going
going out. Why did I say black? Why do I keep saying black power?
Strong brother over there.
Talking about the power going out causes blackout around the world. So many messages. Yeah, I mean, like
Pay
we can,
attention to
like
the
with,
signs,
as
yes.
hot as it is, like we can expect some power outages to come. You know what I mean, in the near future, just like when it rains and all of that. You know what I mean, just like how we know. Like last couple of years, we can expect some floods to happen here in the city, right? Because we know that it's getting warm, and now when we get into that fall season, it's gonna start raining like hell.
Yep.
And then we're gonna get some freeway floods. We're gonna get some basement floods. We're gonna, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
predicted. Yeah. Patricia says forcing us to prioritize. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, it
forcing us
is
to focus
definitely.
on and execute
what's more
on what's important.
Yep, I absolutely agree. But it's like I feel like now we need to be more attentive and focus on what's more important. And I feel like people are doing the opposite with the road rage, with the shootings at the school. I mean, even like the police driving past people on their phone, about to cause an accident. It's a little irritating stuff like that. Not focused on this person is over here fighting, but you would rather pull this person over because their tail light is out. It's stuff like that I'm seeing. It's like focusing on the wrong thing is what I'm saying. Like yesterday, all of these mass shootings, all of these shootings all throughout these different sections and areas of Detroit is bugging me out. We see the summer all the time, and it's like every single year they upgrade and go to the next level of buffoonery with the way that they act. Okay, it's like, what are you going to do? Live in misery or adjust accordingly to where we are in the world? You got to go to work a few more hours to make, ends meet to pay for that bread and that gas. you got to keep your mind focused and stay safe at the same time, because
At the same
it's
time.
nothing that we can do about the current state of the world. Seriously, it's nothing at all that we can do. But what we can do is start cutting each other off, pulling out the pistols, you know what I'm saying, getting in the streets, fighting with each other at the red light, you know what I'm saying, fighting at the club, you know, all of that foolishness, shooting people up for something silly. One year, a guy got killed over a piece of chicken. Do you remember that at Bell Out? The chicken situation?
I remember there was a uncle and a nephew who got into a shootout
Ridiculousness.
over Kool-Aid.
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember another one. I don't know what made me
Yes.
think about this, but there was a guy who actually pulled out a gun and shot at a roach on the east side.
Not look at me in my eye. It's not on the face. Listen, I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry, y'all. The foolishness. Yes, I remember seeing that. That was stupid. But this is what I'm saying. The shootings. Yesterday, I have an article that I just feel like, man, like, it's almost like I think that we all need to have guns now at this point, because the way that people are. Like last night, somebody was telling me too.
All of the sane people need guns.
I was about to
because
get into that.
The thing about it is, everybody don't need no damn gun.
I was about to get into
Everybody
that.
don't need no damn gun. That's part of
Yeah.
the problem now. Is too many people that don't need guns got them.
Yeah.
And we don't need to make gun laws more strict, okay? Because guess what? People that break laws with guns don't give a damn about breaking laws with guns.
Understandable.
So if you make it more
Yes.
strict, you're only making it more strict for the people who are abiding by the laws.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. When I said we all need guns, I was going to branch off into those that are sane and that, you know, we're not going to take advantage of our license, you know what I'm saying, and just pull out the gun on, you know, a person. But this next story is foolishness, because yesterday there were a lot of various shootings around Detroit, including a graduation party. How does one shoot up a graduation party? You know, just to kind of give y'all like an overview, it was a violent night in Detroit yesterday as police responded to multiple shootings across the city, including the graduation party. The latest of the violence took place on Patton Street, and St. Martin's Avenue, where 4 men approached the celebratory graduation party and opened fire. Come on now.
What the heck?
2 people were shot and taken to the hospital. Then another shooting took place on Oakfield and Cambridge Avenue for another shooting that had taken place Tuesday afternoon. How do you walk up on a graduation party? You want to roll the footage for them? Because let's... A graduation party. Celebration of someone's next level. A great achievement. I remember...
A celebration.
Yeah.
I mean, what was you beefing with it? I mean, you know what I mean? What was some kind of...
I can't even
Who
find
knows,
anything.
right?
Nobody... We
But
really
the fact
don't
of the
know.
matter is that you're at a graduation party. This shows
Thank
you how
you.
heartless and, you know, careless and the disregard of life.
Yes.
You know, how unimportant life is to...
Because, like, I mean, you got 4 men approach a graduation party. My baby done graduated or graduated college, whatever. Y'all shooting up everything. Back in the day, people used to fight. Now, they done resorted to guns. They done took the guns in the schools, shooting up the babies that are trying to get an education. You can't even celebrate and enjoy yourself without people putting their differences aside. It's like this demand that I gotta get you back by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Why would you put other people in danger that have nothing to do? Because I'm thinking like maybe they walked upon the party searching for an adult that was there. But you couldn't put your differences aside because of these kids. I don't even know if it even said whether it was a high school graduation, middle
middle school, what?
school, you know what I'm saying,
Just a
college.
graduation party.
Just a graduation party. And you done walked up and shot people, and it's like everything is like cowards now. Like nobody wants to fight it out, talk it out. Everybody wants to grab the gun and take lives and shoot people. And you end up locked up. And they got a lot of our men in the jail because they had bars. The most sophisticated.
In like 3 days, a couple of weeks ago, was the Texas shooting, the grocery store shooting, and then there was a shooting at a doctor's office where the dude had back surgery, and he said that his back was still hurting after the surgery. So he went back to the damn doctor office and shot the surgeon, killed him and 2 other people. 3 people got killed because his back was still hurting.
Because his back was still hurting.
After the surgery.
After the surgery. That's what I'm saying. The world is like insanity. It's like everybody is losing their minds.
You never know where. You never know.
Right. The grocery store situation.
You can't leave home without it, man.
You can't.
I was just in Walmart, right, shopping for drawers. Would have been my last time out. If we had a mass shooter, like, you know what I mean? You got to think about stuff like that. Your school, your kids, you know what I mean? You take your kids, you know, a lot of us like to, you know, or had liked to move out to the suburbs because the schools were better. Right?
No, it's all in the suburbs.
Now it's like you don't want you really don't want to do that because okay, now contrasting the violence, if we have to use a double-edged sword type of a conversation and go for the lesser of the 2 evils and say, well, the violence at this inner city school is more tolerable than the violence that I see in the suburban schools. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back to them because why though, right? And then my thing is this: we have this question that's been presented in regards to the school shootings of if we should put armed security guards in the schools now. What you think they've been doing in DP in the public schools? Right.
Yes.
Metal detectors and armed guards, and that's the reason why we don't have those type of situations. I would believe. Yep. You know, you may have some situations outside of the school, right? Which always is a situation involving the students, right? That's something, not just some random grown ass person to decide to go to Dunham's and get an AR-15, right? Strap up with a vest and go into a school because it's an open soft target, and just start, man, that's no.
Yeah, I mean, these folks they grab that gun. Come to your family event, get the shooting. You know, like we was talking about a couple of shows ago. Yeah, they even shot at funerals and cemeteries. Yeah, right. I was just about to say, oh, yep. Shooting at funerals, shooting at the cemetery. No respect. They even got, and they say per the family member's request, they sit up and bury their loved one in a gun. Remember the situation a couple of shows ago? They had that brother standing up, and they had a gun on him. I believe he had a gun on there. If you don't remember, don't worry about it.
Well, see, I got another one that's kind of similar to where it wasn't the deceased person, but there was a very, very, very sad and unfortunate video of 2 young girls that were playing with a gun in a bathroom. I believe they were in Chicago. Really? And one, it was a girl and a boy, and the girl was playing with the gun.
Oh, the cousin.
Accidentally shot the one in the head, picked up the gun and was fumbling with it. Shot herself in the head. Yeah. Now, there were other cousins, right? I don't know if you've seen the pictures. Of the other cousins
I actually talked about that.
Yeah. And now they are posing with guns, and one of them appeared to be the same gun that was used in the accident. So it's almost like it's glorified.
It is. But my thing is, okay, they in the bathroom with this gun. The kids are, it's so heavy out here. Like, they are playing with the guns and killing themselves on live. You know what I'm saying? I remember that situation. They were in the bathroom and the family tried to kick the door in. And she was playing and had a drum on it.
That was after the shots had happened.
Yeah, that was after the shots had happened.
Did they try to get in?
Trisha says, the suburbs don't want the stigma, knowing that metal detectors would mitigate the school shootings. Yeah. That's good. Exactly. That's a good point.
Exactly. They don't want
Yeah.
the stigma, but you would rather have the stigma of being open and available as a soft target to mass shooters. That stigma is better. Oh, because they don't want to be. They don't want to. They don't want the. It's not that they don't want the stigma. They don't want the similarities with the black schools. You know, they don't want the. They don't want that stuff. Like we're no better than them because we had the same. So that's part of them keeping their allure of safety. Like it's safe here. But obviously we see that it's not. So now it's a lie. It's, you know what I mean? You
Yep. Yeah.
What can you say? You need to have armed guards and security and
You
metal
do.
detectors in those suburban schools.
You absolutely do. You do. You have to
Because
we gotta take it to the next
they
level.
want to paint the picture that the suburban is better than the city. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's to help
But
that's
it's
help
not.
keeping their narrative, but we see that it's not.
It's not.
I mean, all the way down to them not reporting as much of the news stories and the crazy stuff that happen out there in the suburbs like they do in the city. And then even so, they spin the suburban craziness into the city by calling it Metro Detroit, if you want to just put it. And then
Talk about it, right.
And if it's something good that happens in Detroit, they don't say that in Detroit, say the Metro Detroit. It can be downtown Detroit or a block part. Something good happened in Detroit. You're going to say, yeah, Metro Detroit celebration. That happened in Detroit, but let it be something bad that happened. Not only are they going to tell you it was in Detroit, they're going to tell you exactly what block. It happened on the 32nd block of
Nevada.
Van Dyke.
Facts. That boy good. Because they do.
They're going to tell you what exact block
They're going
that
to tell you
shooting
the
happened
exact
on.
block.
That tragedy happened
yes,
on.
they will.
It happened on the 42nd block of
They will.
Elmdale.
Yep. They do. They do. Absolutely.
But let it be John Kowachevich, right? Then shot up his whole family and shit. Oh, we have a murder in the Metro Detroit area. This shit is in the Upper Peninsula. Just like the Oxford shooting. They said Metro Detroit.
Yeah, no.
A Metro Detroit school. That wasn't Metro. It ain't nowhere near Detroit. Nowhere near Detroit. And then they conveniently say, you know what, we got to make a Detroit connection to this story. So what we're going to do, the parents are going to vanish, right? And they're going to pop up on Detroit's east side in a warehouse. And it's going to be a massive manhunt. And they're going to find them on the east. Proper fucking gander.
Propaganda.
Just trying to make a connection to
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah, we found the parents that were on the Detroit's east side in an abandoned warehouse. And
Yeah.
I just bet they was. What was they doing in there?
Yeah.
Smoking dope. Right.
Yep.
Right.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But hey, I just say, y'all, stay safe, stay out of the way, be cautious of your surroundings, get off the phones. That's another thing. Stop being all on live everywhere you go. This is like, we don't supposed to, I don't care if you're a promoter or whatnot. I don't know though. You got to let people know, but you don't have to let people know everything.
Yeah.
Nah. You let people know, and it's just something bound to happen. Stay safe. Y'all, like, this next story that I want to talk about this because people are losing their minds as well, even in the industry. DJ Academics.
Uh-oh, what do you do?
DJ Academics speaking on intimacy with young women, which is absolutely ridiculous what this brother is about to say on this video. There is not much a difference between a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. Let's roll it, Marcus, so we can dig off it. Yeah, we got the video of that.
No, I think I just got the picture of it. Let me see.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on one second. Yep.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that down there. I see it.
Okay, very good.
So, yeah, we got this video being
we got this
queued up.
video, y'all.
Short.
Because we had to get off. We had to switch topics with this shooting stuff, man. Everybody be blessed and just pray. Always pray without ceasing.
Listen to what the hell he said. Let's hear it.
Please, let's hear
And to
it.
keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
So what he is saying is dating wise, I'm not understanding. I guess in the context of these, you like. I mean, but I mean, I guess I can agree in some senses, but at the same time, I just want to know the exact content that he was saying that in. I, mean,
I didn't
because
catch
it's
the end of it, but that's okay.
yeah, because we had to flip it over. But yeah, we like a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old being I mean, I guess in regards to maturity, you know, maybe, and then like you said, one's legal and one's not. But
I don't really understand what
range.
he. Yeah.
What was his context? What was he
his-
said before that? What was his reason for having that conversation? Was
see,
my thing.
I don't know because
deeper into
yeah,
that.
we definitely have to dig. But I pulled this up because I just felt like the statement was rather perverted, seeing as though DJ Academics
He's old. That's what I'm about to
is
say.
an older
is
man.
That's why I said, why is he even talking about this right now?
Yeah. I felt like the statement was very perverted.
Because I think a 20-year-old
this is what a lot of men be thinking.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, I wanted to touch on this because I'm seeing a lot of older men literally embracing the young ladies when I be at the bar.
I mean, that's always been a thing, though. That's always...
When you 60 and you trying to get with this baby.
Oh, 60 now, that's a bit much.
I see it all the time. I just felt like his concept was rather perverted because he didn't give us no substance as to why. There is a difference.
Why is he even having at the age that he is?
Yeah.
Was my thing. Why is he even having a
Having a conversation
about if
like
there's a difference between a 20-year-old
Yeah.
and a 17-year-old?
Yeah.
As if you've had them both to gauge.
Thank you. I think
difference
he's
between-
absolutely had his opportunity and share of 17 and 20-year-olds, and he don't care. But with him being an older man, why would you want to put yourself in the media as such? Perverted. You know what I'm saying?
Got to hear the context of the
Yeah.
conversation that he was having.
True.
when that
But
comment-
even, you know how they take sound bites. That alone, even if
Don't
he
sound
meant
good.
well, it was horrible. Because there is a difference. It's so minor.
Oh well, yeah. In that instance, yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely, yeah. You talking about a minor versus
Yeah.
not? But I was thinking of just the personality and the maturity of the person. But yeah, that's no.
It's a
different than I don't
minor,
say,
even
but
if it's
you're just
still the age.
is
The age, underage.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be talking about it. You shouldn't even want to even put yourself out there. If you have a daughter, why would you want your daughter to even deal with someone your age? It's just bad. And a lot of people think like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Like I mean, like you said, we do need to hear.
Regardless of what's legal or underage, some men will look at the age 16 and say that it's fair game because it's the legal age of consent.
Right.
So that's probably why guys like him have no problem with having conversations like this in the open. Because in his mind, hey, it's okay for me to be with a 16-year-old if she say that it's okay.
But it's given very much so R. Kelly. Like, don't get yourself caught up in that a little bit. You give them an inch, they go a mile now. So you wouldn't dare catch me saying that on the air for people to see and be able
Give them
to.
an inch and they're gonna take grass it all the
I'm
way down.
telling you, you don't want people to see you in that light. But one thing that brother has done is been in the light for saying something crazy. A 17-year-old is a minor, no matter if
Patricia
they're.
said his mind is minor.
Yeah, it is. I just saw that too, Patricia. Yeah, his mind is minor. I would have never told the masses that. You know, just kind of piggying back on who was that wife came out the mouth and said something crazy about how her husband does not please her sexually. Just kind of go back. Remember that? Who? You remember we talked about this?
Shit, was
It
Will
was
Smith?
DJ Envy's wife.
DJ Envy. DJ Envy. Yeah.
Why would you go out and tell the people that about your husband?
DJ
He bringing
Envy.
the money in the house. You don't go. Some stuff is just not for us. And that everybody, it's like people do stuff to appease the people, like people pleasing. That wasn't for us to hear. And that for sure wasn't for us to hear about your husband that's bringing you the bread and butter. And he's very successful. And he's very well-mannered.
Making yourself look bad.
Making yourself look bad. But a lot of
Why
people
are
do
you
it
with
all
him?
the time.
Why are you with him if you have this problem?
Right.
with him?
And then, like, what are we going to do about that? We're going to say, hey, Envy, you need to give it to her, dog. She ain't,
Yeah,
she saying you
you're
ain't
telling
laying.
us like we're gonna be the solve it. Like we're
Thank
gonna
you.
help him solve it.
We
Like,
gonna
here,
write
man,
a letter,
take
man.
this honey pack, Envy. You gotta need a honey pack. man.
But basically, I just felt like this story was like to kind of talk about the way of the world. And like people think like this. And that's why, like, I don't feel like when I wrote this story up to be on my show, I felt like this kind of like speaks to the reason why people don't let their kids go over certain people's houses and everything. That's something we need to be stay safe about as well. You know what I'm saying? Letting everybody watch your kids and stuff, and being around these adults and their perverted mindsets. Some of these men, some of these women too. But y'all, I think that we're living in a time where it is a must to be focused, to stay safe, to stay diligent and prayerful and be mindful. Y'all, please be careful. And I know I will. They out here shooting. They out here burning stuff up. They out here talking about your baby daughter. Well off in their 30s and 40s. If they talking about your 17-year-old daughter, she thick. That's basically my stories. And I wish you would give us some free gas. But nah, like, for real, y'all, please be safe. Detroit, New York, wherever you are listening and watching this show from, be safe, be mindful. I am wrapping up my show, y'all. I absolutely enjoyed these topics. Like I said, I named my show Stay Safe because it's a message and everything, and I'm big on encouraging and uplifting messages because that's the basis of the Kisha Key Show, laughter and love. So I just want y'all to be mindful. Don't get out here in these streets and be road raging too much. I need to actually tell myself that because I be on the phone with Mark and I do be wilding. Huh?
No, you're not gonna throw me under the bus like I'm the culprit.
I never said you was. I said it's me. It's me. I need to tell myself this though. I've gotten better though, but I be on the phone wilding. But they do be out here wilding out.
She ain't the same Kisha on the show as she is on the phone.
This is not. This is the thoughts and opinions of Mark D. It's not that of Kisha Key. That's not true, y'all. But like y'all know how it is when people be driving and they cut you off, about to tear up your car that you take care. When people take care of their stuff, they value it. When you hot riding in Auntie Latrice's car and you ain't on the insurance, then you don't care about tearing it up.
Right.
But
it ain't your car.
Because it's not your car. You ain't got to pay for it. That's what I'm saying. But needless to say, y'all, I enjoyed y'all. But no, seriously, I do need to take heed of that as well. Minimizing the road rage with these people. They're crazy. They're shooting. They're violent. Like I said, the young lady this morning was wilding out. Praying for you, sister. Hopefully you get your mind together, whatever it is. God bless you. And yeah, y'all, this is it. And I'm out. And thank you for tuning in to the Kisha Key Show. And thank you for tuning in to the Kisha Key.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Kisha Key. Make sure y'all tune into the Kisha Key Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on 7 Mile Radio. To donate to the show, purchase merchandise, check out all episodes, or register your business to be a sponsor for the Kisha Key Show, visit 7mileradio.com/Kisha Key.